Go was designed by Phil Walker Harding and published by Gamewright Games, and it's a card drafting game where everyone is trying to build the best combination of sushi dishes by drawing a card out of a hand, then passing the rest to the next player, and then doing so again and again until all the cards are drawn. You then score. You do that 3 times, and whoever has the most points wins. There's not a lot of games out there about sushi, whether it's eating sushi or making sushi. There's just not a lot out there. And I love sushi. I also like drafting. So that just seems like this game is just made for me, right? Let's find out. Does this theme fit with the game or not? Currently, I do see the theme working with this, but it's not really the mechanics of the card drafting that's actually doing it. It's more of my imagination kind of triggering the theme and basically forcing that theme to connect with the game. Because every time I've played this game and I get my hand of cards, I can't help but find myself imagining myself at an actual conveyor belt sushi restaurant, and the dishes just rolled up in front of me, which are my cards, and I pick the card and then the rest of the dishes just roll by like on a conveyor belt. So from that aspect, it does work. The theme does work, but it's not really the drafting mechanic that's actually making the theme work. That's me doing it in my imagination. Some of you might disagree with me, and that's fine, but I'm kind of in the middle with the theme. I can see it being here, but I also can see it not. The components for this game are very good, very good. I don't have a problem with this cutesy style kids artwork. Some people may have a problem with that. I don't have a problem. The symbology is very easy to see. You shouldn't have any problem seeing it. The game is easy to learn. I mean, it's incredibly easy. All you do is just have your hand of cards, you pick one, and then you pass the rest. You get the cards from the previous guy, you draw one, you pass the rest. And you keep going until all the cards are done. I also found the scoring to be incredibly simple because a summary of how each of the cards score is actually written on the cards, and they're pretty easy to understand. The one thing you do need to keep in mind is that not all the cards score at the end of every round. In particular, the pudding only scores at the end of the game, so that is something to keep in mind. But other than that, the way that the cards are scored is done very well. The gameplay I found to be the best part of the game. I said it was simple, and it very much is, but don't let that fool you, because there are many hints of tactics and strategies that you can try throughout the game. Because the cards are randomly dealt out, you can't have a predetermined strategy going in. You can't go into it going, okay, this time I'm going to just go all dumplings. You can't do that because of the way the cards are dealt. You may actually decide, one round, oh, I got a whole bunch of dumplings here. Maybe I'll go for the dumpling. Or you can go for the chopsticks. You can take a chopstick out, hoping later down the line you might be able to have a good start on the dumplings. Maybe you have a good start on the sashimi. You might be able to grab a pair of tempura, which is great. Tempura scores as you have a pair. So right there, that's 5 points for you. You can try to go just straight up points by grabbing all the nigiri that's there. You can try taking a bit of chances by grabbing the wasabi a couple times, hoping you get some good nigiris. You can also try to basically mess people over by taking cards that you know that they want, because everything is public in this game. That is another good aspect. You can see everything that everybody picks, so that means that you can actually see what is out there and know what they might want. So you might want to take a card that you know your opponent might not want, even if it can harm you. For example, let's say I didn't have any dumplings, and a dumpling showed up. But I might look over here, this person has 4 dumplings already. So if I let them have it, they can end up with 5. That's 15 points, so I can't allow that. So I might actually have to take a dumpling. And that's a good thing. That's a nice way to kind of prevent people from going too far and prevent basically a runaway leader. The idea of counter drafting to basically block somebody else, which is great. I also think the game length is very well. The box says like 20 minutes, and I think that it works very well, even with the full complement of 5 players. Although if you do have somebody that is a little bit slow on deciding what they want, it could go to 30, but no more than that. So easily, like I said, gameplay, best part. And then we go to the slight problem that I do have with the game, which is the replay value. And like I said, the way the cards are dealt out, you're not going to get the same thing dealt to you every round, which is good. That does provide a good amount of replay value. It does make you think, what have I been dealt this time? I feel like there's not a ton of variations with the cards. There's only 8 different types of cards in the game, so by the time you're done with the first games you've ever played, you're going to already see all of them. So the excitement of, oh, what are we going to play with this time, does go away after the first game. It then becomes, alright, what are we going to get this time? How are these going to get dealt out? Now, that's not a bad thing to me, because this is a filler game. This game is supposed to be just a nice, simple little game that you just sit back, relax, and play something really quick. And I think because it goes so quick, and because the cards are dealt out randomly, I don't think you'll have a problem getting burnt out. Overall, though, I am very happy with this game. I've always had a great time playing it. Whenever we have friends over and we just want a simple little game, just sit down, play, don't need to think too much, but still need to think a little bit, we pull this one out and we have a blast. If you are looking for a family level game, or maybe just for a light filler game to fill in the spot between 2 big games on a game day, this is definitely one I would recommend. I'm going to give Sushi Go an 8 out of 10. So those are my thoughts on Sushi Go. With all that said, I want to know, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like Sushi Go? Do you hate it? Do you think it's just okay? Let me know in the comments. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to learn my thoughts on more games, or if you want to learn more, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, reviews, and unboxings. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.